secrets behind it. These are three very special people, inspiring people who choose to be different. This is Staxx Williams, Matt Fisher, and Stephen Lemons. And here's it first to Staxx for Z100 and KTU.
Thank you, Dietrich. Thank you for coming. Listen to us. My stuff's gonna laugh out here. I was going to talk a little bit about sonic scenery and how you use it in your imaging. And what I mean by that is less words, more sound effects, and carrying your message across without having to worry about the traditional way of hitting it with trying to convince someone a handful of very strong voices. Not that we don't do that on Z100, we totally do. But we're trying to add another layer of spice to this sauce with this. So, I have 5 examples. They're not all CHR, they're not all Z100. Some of them are from rock stations that I used to and still do work at. And one of them is actually a reject. So we're going to start with that. And never actually hit the air. Most likely with good reason. You guys are fine with masturbation, right? It's natural. So when the iPhone 10 came out, it was a big deal because they had the face recognition software and all these ridiculous features that kind of seemed outlandish. So we sat down and made a bit about that with O-face recognition technology.
The front-facing camera uses patented O-face recognition technology. That means that no one can access your phone except for you while you climax. Let's bring Rick out here. This is our lead developer, Rick, who's going to show us how it works.
Just give you a bit.
Let's help Rick along. Come on, everybody. Yeah! Woo! Amazing.
There's no traditional words in that. And as I mentioned, it never actually hit the air on Z100. Mark Medino's like, what the fuck are you thinking? No, go back to work. Do something that we can actually use. But I think it's a fine example of how you can use sound to sell a story, which is what imaging mostly is quick stories to convince you to listen longer, go to the website, check out our socials, or win something. So next, I have some stuff that I've done with our friends Pure Jingles here for KTU, which I also do imaging for. Instead of doing a big intro for our massive summer show, which is called KT Euphoria, we had the idea to have Pure Jingles reproduce the hooks of the songs of the main performing artists to say KT Euphoria in the style of those hooks. And we would use them to intro all the promos, they introed all the videos on socials, and also at the event, we would seg that on a big screen into a jock coming out. So you should recognize most of these. I just put a few of them together separately and then a quick example at the end of how it runs in promo.
Ooh, KT Euphoria. KT Euphoria. KT Euphoria. KT Euphoria. Presented by AT&T.
Bury the rest in the end there, because we all know where that goes after that. My next example is Smart Speaker Sweeper, which I know are really popular right now at Z100. That's basically our go-to, is trying to remind people and be the first in as the brand that you're going to use with your smart speakers. So instead of just using copy and VO, we try to find ways to sonically craft a message about that. So this was wrapped into also a topical approach with the Olympics, and I'll just let you decide how it came out.
No one has ever attempted 2 hours commercial-free in competition.
Here we go. And Z100's up?
Yes!
They stuck it.
Oh no.
Okay, that was mislabeled. That was not an Alexa sweeper. It's a commercial-free sweeper. But listen to that sonic scenery. It's great, isn't it? The point behind that was to grab a tonally structured logo intro that sounded like the Olympics with those big horns. You have the ice skating in the background. It's a skater that's accomplishing a commercial-free trick, which is what the station's doing. We're just trying to have fun with it. and sell that sound in that moment without the traditional approach. So sorry about that. That wasn't what I thought it was. It's radio. Next is a rock station sweeper that we did for DC 101 for Star Wars movies, which I'm a huge fan of, and every time something comes out, I produce a ton of stuff. And instead of trying to think of a quippy one-liner, we just did some parodies of songs.
I did it all for the Wookiee! The Wookiee!
May the 4th be with you.
Yeah!
DC 101.
Really quick, really tight. You know what a Wookiee is right away. There's a lightsaber in there. The sounds all kind of tell themselves. Last, I have a bit called Thoughts from Your Grill. We have a string of rock stations that I do production for called Man Up, and it's just the radio stations built for men. I don't know if you guys ever saw Spike TV. It was a big thing in America for like 4 or 5 years, and they flipped over to, I think, FX. But it was a gag, it was a joke about this is a place just meant for men. And we would hit that message really hard with the VO and the copy, but we thought it'd be fun to constantly approach that with bits as well. So it never actually said it's about being a man, but it's a very manly thing. And it's personifying your grill.
And now, thoughts from your grill.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, brush it. Thoughts from your grill!
In and out really quick. There's a lot of sound effects. You don't have to set it up too much. And that's it. That's just a few examples of how you can use sonic scenery to help enhance your message with whatever brand it is that you happen to be working on. That's it. Thank you.